All right. Good morning and welcome back once again to our channel, Princess Seat. Today is the 17th of November 2025, and we thank the Lord for bringing us once again into the dawn of another morning. Now, I welcome you once again also to a week of glory, a brand new week, a week of divine remembrance, a week of long-awaited answers. And I think this is the week that we have been praying for with expectations in our hearts. This is the week that a lot of us have cried, that we have held on to with faith to witness. And now, by the grace of God, we have finally entered into it. For years, this community has waited so patiently, believing that the promise would become a reality. You have endured so much delays, so much confusion, pressures, insults, and disappointments of every sort. But like people who sow seeds, you continued to water your hope with prayers. And now, as God will have it, God has finally brought us into a week where everything is about to take shape. And so I'm not saying this week as an ordinary week. It is a defining week, a week where destinies would be lifted and families would rejoice again. And as we expect the release of the Pioneer and at the same time the UAAG fund, this is the time to start preparing your mind, your plans, your vision. The money coming is not for waste. It is not for showing off. It's not for unnecessary spending. It is for establishment. It is for empowerment, development, and also business. It is a seed that must be planted for a bigger harvest. So, my beloved brothers and sisters, right on this platform and in the Grand Ecosystem, I know that poverty has dealt a heavy blow with too many people in this country. A lot of intelligent youths, hardworking mothers, determined fathers have been held down, not because they lack ideas, but because they lack the capital. And now that help is coming, make sure that you are part of the people who is going to use this opportunity to chase poverty out of your family, your environment forever. Be part of the people who will contribute to eradicating poverty in this nation, not just for themselves, but for those around them. So let this fund turn into a job creator, not just a job seeker. Let it make you a blessing to your family, your community, and this country at large. Nigeria is blessed with talent. Yes, Nigeria is blessed with skills and opportunities, but many have traveled out because they felt there was nothing left for them here. With wise investment and proper use of these funds, we can create enough opportunities so that those who left will one day want to return to a better country, a country that works, a country that grows, a country that provides chances for its citizens. And I believe that God is about to lift this nation. You must be part of those who will pray for more blessings to locate this country. You must also be part of those who will use what they have received wisely so that God will trust you with more in the future. I'll be with you shortly, just after this time out. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right about here. All right, so welcome back once again to our reporting. And here this morning, we want to delve on some of the projects that is important for us to carry out after the fund has been distributed. And we want to expand on beyond personal business and small enterprises. You know, the Pioneer Fund carries enough potential to transform entire communities, and there are some long-lasting projects that improve lives, that create jobs and lift local economies, projects that leave a generational footprint in the sands of time. and I'm going to be delving into some of them. We've done it before, but now that we are in that week where reality begins to strike, I think we're just right about the time to remind us again. One of those projects is the water project. The water project, which is the boreholes and clean water systems. Now, water is life. A lot of communities still struggle with access to clean drinking water. So investing in water projects can save lives and reduce sickness that is caused by contaminated water. There are some of the water projects that are quite important, like the solar powered boreholes is one key water system. The solar powered boreholes, and we have the manual boreholes also for some small communities. We have water treatments and purification centers. We have community water storage tanks. In all of this, they have their benefits to prevent diseases like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, and all the likes, and also gives women access and children access to easier water, create jobs also for maintenance and operations, and it supports local agriculture and businesses. So, a community with clean water is a healthy community, is a healthy and productive community. And this is one of the most noble and impactful investments that you can enter into, for there to be improvement in the community. Then we have also feeder road constructions and community road repairs. Good roads improve everything, business, transportations, emergency responses, family and movement. A lot of Nigerians communities still have bad roads that slow down growth in this ecosystem. And the projects, like the grading and leveling of feeder roads, you opening new access roads for farming communities, repairing damaged community roads, creating drainage systems to prevent flooding, small bridge construction for river crossing villages. By doing this, it makes movement to be easier. Farmers, they are able to transport goods faster than they would have done. Businesses would expand, property would have value on increase, and emergency rescue becomes faster. So a road is not just sand. It is access to opportunity, to markets, to education, to better living. So if you do this, ensure that you cover them, video coverage them, snap pictures, do all of these things so that it can be on record that you use the project funds to do what is important for the community to serve. Then you can also have community hospitals like clinics, healthcare centers. Health is the backbone of a nation. A lot of rural areas lack quality medical facilities currently, leaving people to suffer or die from treatable illnesses. It could have been avoided. Those deaths could have been avoided if they have, clinics and health centers, hospitals that are for them. So community maternity clinics, diagnostic mini labs can be erupted. First aid and emergency response centers, small general hospitals, eye, dental clinics, mobile health care vans, all of those things, they save lives daily. They reduce maternity and child mortality. They create employment opportunities. Nurses, lab technicians, cleaners can also be employed in this perspective. They support national health care developments, and they reduce pressure on major hospitals. So when you build a hospital, you not only save lives, you create a legacy that is going to speak even after you are gone. Very important. And then going forward, you can also you can invest in real estate and housing development. Real estate is one of the most stable and profitable long-term investments. There is a huge housing shortage in Nigeria currently, which creates that big opportunities for investors. So you can start some affordable housing units for low-income families or earners, student hostels near campuses, rent a kind of rentage apartments that they can rent, estate development in upcoming cities, land banking, buying land now and reselling later at higher values. That's what is called land banking. And then construction material supply stores can also invest in that, renovation and flipping of old properties. So all of this generates continuous rental income. They also appreciate in value over time, and they create jobs for builders, for electricians, for plumbers, for carpenters, etc. like that, and provides safe housing for people. So real estate actually creates generational wealth. What you build today becomes an inheritance tomorrow. So yeah, that's very important too. And then you can also invest in power and energy projects. Yes, power and energy projects. Nigeria still struggles today with stable electricity. So investing in community power stations or solutions has a way it creates opportunities for progress. The solar power farms are one of these examples of power and energy projects. The solar power farms, the solar street lights, the mini community energy hubs. Some solar home installations are also part of these. Batteries and inverter retail centers, solar powered boreholes, all of these, they try to reduce darkness and crime, and they support small businesses. They also create a more productive community. They save families from high generator costs. So electricity is the foundation of modern development, and whoever provides light actually provide hopes for the masses. Going forward, you can also invest in educational and youth development projects. Education currently in today's world shapes the leaders of tomorrow. And many young people have talent, but they lack guidance and facilities to actually get into this. So there are some projects you can start under perspective, like the skill acquisition centers, the community libraries, the ICT centers with computers and internet, the after-school coaching centers, some free scholarship programs that you can also plunge into, some sport academics, football, athletics, basketball, and so on and so forth, and some music, film, and creative art centers. All of this, they reduce crime and youth idleness. They develop skills that lead to self-employment and keep young people away from drugs, and strengthens the community pride also. So empowering youth is investing directly in the future of the education. Then going forward, you can also invest in agricultural estates and cooperative farms. Agriculture feeds the nation. Of course, agriculture feeds the nation, employ millions, and also boost the economy. So community farms for crops like rice, maize, cassava, corn, millets, and the rest of them like that. Cattle, goat ranching, fish farming estates, greenhouse farming, palm oil processing mills, food storage, packaging centers. All of this, what is the sole aim of this? They reduce hunger. They create jobs and they encourage export, making farming profitable again. A community with food security is a stable community, of course. Then before I end this video, you can also invest in waste management and clean environment projects. A lot of communities suffer from population pollution and disease due to some poor wastage management. So the projects like recycling centers, waste collection and disposal services, community cleaning campaigns, draining or drainage clearing projects, composting for farmers. All of these, they reduce sicknesses, they keep the environment clean, and provide jobs for youth, which encourages responsible living. Then, lastly, you can also invest in community security projects. A safe community is a developed community. Like having a community watchtowers, some solar-powered CCTV installations, local security patrol support, street lighting projects. All of this reduces crime also. They protect business areas and makes investors comfortable. They also build community confidence. Very important. Yes. So going forward, try as much as possible that you do not start alone. You can partner with those who have experience, who have skills, who have honesty, who have similar vision, and do ensure that you do proper feasibility studies before starting any project. Research the area, check the market, study the cost, check the risks, and you can organize some business workshops, invite some experts to teach how to run a business, how to manage money, how to avoid fraud, and how to keep records. You can also form some community committees. Each area should have a small committee that helps guide members and give them some financial advice, business training, project supervisions, and all that. So these are to avoid mistakes and ensure that the money becomes a blessing. Every beneficiary must follow principles and guides. Avoid wasting the money. Do not use the fund for luxury items. No, don't use the fund for parties, big parties, showing off, unnecessary travels and all that. No matter the project, always keep savings aside. Focus on long-term results. The goal is not quick enjoyment. The goal is long-lasting transformation. So, my wonderful people, right on this platform, Princess It, as we enter into this glorious week, understand that the Pioneer Fund is not an ordinary money. It's a divine seed that is meant to uplift lives, communities, and generations. So, use it for projects that build. Use it for businesses that grow. Use it for dreams that last. This is your moment to be part of those that God is going to use to eradicate poverty, to create jobs, to build a better Nigeria, and restore hope for families. May God grant every one of us wisdom, direction, and success. This would be the week of glory, manifestation, and divine turnaround. If you want to know how to do this, just listen to this over and over again and get yourself abreast with this information. Thank you very much. This is Princess It. And in case you're new, do kindly share a message, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on vital updates. When we drop one, you certainly have one. Thank you very much, and do have a nice day. God bless you.